Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Monday, March 4, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a Time for Change call this Wednesday night. We're going to talk about a lot of things that the American people should be clear on and aware of. There is and it's within every one of us, see, so no one is more powerful, no matter how they appear, more talented, have more abilities than any of us. We are all one. And we exemplify the abilities, and most of us don't know that we have them. Doesn't it make sense that we're given everything that we'll ever need in this eternal journey? There's nothing we're missing. We've never been missing anything. We become enrobed in these bodies and we lose our understanding of who and what we really are because we're seduced so much into the material physical world, so we don't pursue the opposite, the spiritual world. We kind of leave that on the shelf, and we believe that religion is spiritual, but it isn't. Religion is man-made. It isn't spiritual. And it has ulterior motives. So, you are the Supreme Being, period. There's no arguments at all about that. There's no debating it. You, in that body, are the Supreme Being. And yet, thinking yourself to be separate from it, this is what this civilization does. They believe that they're separate from it, so they strive to become united with it when they already are it. We all have this innate, within us, ability. You could kind of call it a spiritual science that attracting what we want into our lives with effortless ease and joy. How many of us do that? I don't believe many. It is based on and we call it a law of attraction, okay? Because it covers everything. And the law is, this is the law. Like attracts like. So if you've got somebody who has the disposition of being cantankerous, unhappy, disrespectful, subversive, manipulative, and greedy, who are they going to attract to them? The same. See, this, you can't buck this law. It is, all right? So if people have tried to buck it, you can't. Now, we all have, but we aren't aware most of the time, a specific frequency of energy, okay? We create it on our inner world. Must be matched by our outer world, okay? But the key here is awareness of knowing. And not just doing, but knowing and doing. Most people don't know and do. In other words, they do, but they don't know. Might sound a little confusing. Now, if you, or all of us, are feeling positive and happy, there's no way, we will magnetize circumstances and people that mirror those positive qualities back to us. This is done through the power of placing our attention on the intention of what we wish to manifest and feel it as if it is already here now. We can effortlessly attract anything we can imagine on our outer world. And the reality of this basic manifesting principle, for many, may feel unreal, outrageous, or miraculous for you. Yet it is the law that governs this universe that we all reside in. We summon feelings of great joy mixed with the sensation that our desire has already come to fruition. We can actually, we can actually watch our hidden desires spontaneously show up in our world. For example, if you were continuously feeling, thinking, and vibrating like a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, whatever you choose, 24 hours a day, and never having any other ideas than this, you're bound to attract people who have millions in the bank to you. Or perhaps you will create a situation in which this magnitude of money will physically show up in your life in some form. This vibration that we send out has to boomerang its way back to us. And large amounts of money must organically find a way to sneak into our lives. It doesn't have to, you see, it's not, it could be anything, and it could be something that none of us are aware of. Period. It just comes in. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. This is what creates this planet. Okay? This is what creates our circumstances. To better understand for ourselves how powerful we are, there's no measuring the power that we are. There's no gauge or, some technology that measures the power that we are. You know why? Because we are everything and everything is us. Every one of us, in this very now moment, all of us are thinking, right? And we're thinking about, what are we thinking about? We think about and how we think about it. What we think about and how we think about it is what this universe yearns to unfold and develop for us. Yeah, you can, by watching only, you're not judging. You take a while to watch, you will see firsthand why people's lives are the way they are. You will see this. It's very simple to understand. See, the universe doesn't have any other choice. It is there to respond to us. So you can see how important it is for us to spend a lot of time on our spiritual understanding or path. Okay? Not the physical material. We have a natural power. All of us do. It is not something that you gain. It is not something that you go by, right? it is within us all. And what is that power amongst the others? It's a natural power that we are all born with and we can never, ever, ever, ever lose. It will be how our body and mind operates in this world until the day we leave the body. The people who are aware of these manifesting laws and align their life with them are the ones who experience outrageous success in their lives in extremely short periods of time. You ever seen that happen? Out of the clear blue, here comes this person, this being, right? And they got this, and this. Where in the heck did they come from? Now, it is really good to know that we all have access to this power equally. No human was born with more manifesting power than another. No one. No matter what you're told. Some people have they've programmed their mind to focus more acutely and are able to hold their awareness on what they desire for a longer period of time. That's the only difference. Any of us can do that. Now, our attention span is challenging, to say the least, on this planet. There's another law of manifesting which states that the length of time one can hold their attention on their intention is proportional to how long it will take for that desire to show up in the physical world. And I'm not talking about fixating, okay? And I'm not talking about having expectations with it or being obsessed with it. What I mean is that when you focus on something for any length of period of time, you know, stay in your heart mind. You're not doing this for the ego mind. Doing it through the heart mind. You know. And so you say to yourself, well, I would like this quickly. Okay? And so you focus on that. That's where your attention is. Whatever it is that you have requested of the universe, you focus on that. Not for a couple seconds or minutes. You might sit in meditation and just focus on it. You listen to the breath rise and fall. You're in a comfortable position. That's it. It's not about needy. It's not about power and control. It's you are the magnet. All you got to do is direct your signal, tune yourself, and it'll be there. What is our biggest challenge? All of us. Our biggest challenge is leaving the ego mind alone. That's our biggest challenge with anything and everything. This is what negates us. See, this is what directs us in a whole different arena. For example, when you can hold your mind on the feeling, see again, heart-mind, that you already are financially free for 4 minutes, okay, without having any other random thoughts enter, you will manifest the money, whatever it may be, might be money, something else, twice as fast as if you could only hold your attention span for 2 minutes. Figure it out from there. Okay? How long? And remember, There's key elements here, right? Without having any other random thoughts enter. Pure focus without ego mind interruption. The only way you can do that is through the heart mind. This has been proven thousands of times. So it's not smoke and mirrors. Now, one of the manifesting laws that many people are not aware of is that we gain immediate full access to our deepest manifesting powers. This is also very crucial to understand when we release all doubt and disbelief around the intimate spiritual connection we have with existence. Now, most won't do that. This is why it doesn't work. If you have doubts, it's over. You negate it. That's all there is to it. I don't care how big or how small the doubt is. If you say, oh, well, yeah, what about this? Or, you know, this is going to happen. It totally obliterates it every single time. And you know what? None of us are exempt from it. We all do it. And it really is a negative thing or a bad thing because it's constantly there to motivate us to become more aware and clear on what the heck we're doing. Doubts serve as a barricade and stop the positive energy from flowing through. As well, they leak negative energy into our system. I've been in conversation with people where I've brought kind of as respectful as I can bring it up, and they get angry and irritated at me for doing that. Again, they're protecting their ego. That's why. The less doubt we have inside, the easier it becomes to feel we deserve to receive the end result we wish to manifest. But see, doubt, however, is not so easily erased by free will. We must choose to discover something deeper than doubt to uproot its grasp on our lives. We must choose to realize our spiritual connection with this universe. Learn how to feel at one with everyone and everything, including doubt. We must choose mentally, emotionally, and physically to unite with every energy in this world. The more relaxed we are on the inside, the easier it becomes to harness the creative energy that is all around us and connecting everyone and everything in our lives. Now, it may seem like a big fabricated lie, yet material desires are designed to find their way into our lives with precision and effortless ease. When we stop believing in the illusion of apparent separation and know on a quantum metaphysical level, quantum beyond physical level, that we are living in one great golden ocean of consciousness, conscious energy. We open the energetic manifesting gates in the path before us. As long as we feel disconnected from this universe, the universe feels separate from us. It always mirrors back to us that we are putting out what we are putting out into it. It honors our response to it, reflected to us whatever choice in perception we are making. It cannot break this great law of like attracts like. This universe will only withhold our desired outcome from showing up as long as we continue maintaining a feeling of separation from it. When we give our attention, we give our soul. One moment of pure attention is worth a pound of gold. Lisa Guyman. Another foundational law of manifesting, which will turn you into a manifesting magnet, is this. We cannot stop manifesting, period. Whether we are aware of it or not, we are constantly creating everything around us. Constantly. Every split second. We were born as extremely powerful manifesting magnets who are already forming every aspect in our lives through our beliefs about what is real and what is not real. Whether we are consciously choosing these beliefs or regurgitating them unknowingly, reality listens to what we believe is true. The more we can honor this truth, the more amazing our life will become. Spend a few minutes a day with this feeling that you are a manifesting magnet and cannot stop manifesting. Feel into this idea so often that it sinks completely into the deepest belief system within you. And you will soon find its truth showing up in every aspect of your day. We can retrain ourselves to believe in any version of reality. If we want it bad enough, say, that's it. We can retrain ourselves to believe in any version of reality if we want it bad enough. We simply need to be more honest with ourselves about how stuck we may feel in our lives. It is our pain that ultimately motivates and inspires us to bring about enormous deep change. Isn't it true? When everything is going smoothly, we have no deeper yearning to shape-shift our belief system, do we? Not when everything's going smoothly. Why would we? It is only when we feel into our deepest pain that we yearn to remember just how amazing, lovable, and powerful we truly are. Now, if you have felt challenged with this idea of that you are a powerful manifesting being and simply do not believe anyone can create anything they desire at any time, then you are creating exactly that world for yourself right now. We define our limitations of what we are capable of creating in each new moment of this journey. Our reality is continuously being formed and shaped around us, and our thoughts are constantly molding themselves into the form of our reality. Thoughts are always flowing, moving, creating our experience of this life in each new moment. Each moment of this life is so fresh and new that it behaves much like a blank canvas that we can paint anything we want on it. You could suddenly choose to paint a sailboat and imagine it taking you into a new direction of your life by pointing your inner rudder towards an entirely new dream destination and life goal. You could choose to give up years of financial struggle and shift into thinking, feeling, and becoming a highly effective manifester in just a few minutes. By merely holding your intention or integrating this manifesting mindset without a single doubt entering, you will rewire the neuronal pathways in your brain and begin amplifying the manifesting magnet hitting within you. See, this is where you've got to be totally honest with yourself. Because if this doesn't work, it's because you had doubt enter in. That's the only reason. Now, when our entire being is completely alert and relaxed, feeling wonderfully centered in the core of our body, the mind becomes very quiet and very, very, very still. When we can relax enough and let a continuous river of confident, peaceful feelings come flooding inside, we will start to realize how we are already attracting and creating our dream life. Then you can feel into your deepest connection with this life, where the most intimate personal realization is discovered that this enormous manifestation power is your very nature. It's your natural state of being. From this paradigm, we know there is an unlimited amount of energy all around us, and anything is possible. Anything. There's no limitations. Only the ones we create for ourselves. To get a real good understanding about how powerful you really are, the God that you are, the pure consciousness in that body, I will state this over and over again so it sinks into people. There is enough energy in a single cubic meter of space to boil all the oceans and this planet. Richard Feynman, scientist. Imagine that. Now how powerful do you believe you are? Now, the challenge, I guess you could say, maybe a problem, depends on how you view it. We each encounter in manifesting our dream life is that the mind actually enjoys getting caught up in the world of distractions. Why do you believe and think that it's so easy for any of us to be distracted? It revels in the dramas that have some form of lack and limitation. It loves having excuses and fears to overcome, as well as doubts, disbelief, and worry to rise beyond. The mind tends to ignore our real power, because if it didn't, we would have to stop feeling part of society and be an outcast, feeling excluded from the powerless trip that a majority of people on this planet seem to linger in. Ultimately, the mind doesn't care to become too much like the black sheep who doesn't fit in with their community of people who get you, as that is not a safe form of survival. The blinded mind is resistant to seeing how this universe is constantly working for us and not against us. Ever. This is another huge law to realize and abide to. Life is inherently benevolent. What is life? God is inherently benevolent and has this natural tendency to send an abundance of good things your way. Now, the mind will not always see it, and some minds cannot see it at all. Yet this life is always working to help us grow, evolve, and mature along our spiritual path, of which we are all on together. Perhaps we may have forgotten this. And this is why we are here and got caught playing in the world of trying to manifest things and overcome doubt. When this concept becomes a self-realized way of being in our lives, then miraculous things will begin showing up from nowhere. Now, when you feel you are ready to totally break free from all limiting mindsets and transcending all stuck, old-fashioned beliefs around manifesting, then there are certain principles that you should know about, which will make a huge difference in your ability to create the life you yearn to have. This is what doubt has done to this civilization, and the programming and conditioning that we have all been through. Now is the time for how many ever there are that choose is stop trying to manifest. Stop. Okay, realize that you already are a super powerful being, manifesting machine. So you don't have to try so hard to manifest what you want. Relax. Enjoy the ride. Allow your desires to unfold on their own account and own accord, like anything in this world. If we are gripping on too tightly and trying too hard, we are living without trust and obscure the goal-making life. Obscure the goal, making this life more challenging than it truly is. Trying comes from hoping. Okay? Which eventually leads to hopelessness and desperation, struggle, and fruitless results. The trying energy contains the ingredients of fear, insecurity, and a feeling of lack in this divine connection within you. And it's all an illusion because none of it's true. But if you believe it, you focus on it, then it will be your reality. You're like this grand wizard, this grand magician, all of us are, that's within us, is so powerful because he or she is relaxed, trusting, and knows the core is already perfectly aligned with this divine creative connection. There is no doubt, hesitation, or anxiety inside. There is only the deep knowing and belief in the law of attraction. Positive outcomes on the outer result. They result from positive feelings on the inner. When we follow this magical formula, our lives can only develop greater wisdom, love, abundance, and freedom. And for goodness sakes, the power is a choice. Your choice. Do not be afraid to use your manifesting power because it is needed on your path to find the true freedom. Real freedom is not available for those who deny their power, choose to remain in their own internal prison. The people who are living the life of their dreams are doing so because they chose to empower themselves by believing in their dream. A very firm decision was made inside themselves that this one life is not going to last forever, and that they must take advantage of this creative opportunity while it is here. Only from a conscious, empowered place can we open up to receiving the most rich, loving, abundant, healing experiences that this life has to offer. And where all of us are already intimately connected, success in life can only manifest through being connected to the one universal source. All failure, poverty, and sickness in this life comes from feeling and thinking we are separate from this one source. And when the mind ego gets in the way, believing it is superior or inferior, it blocks the manifesting flow of energy. Manifesting comes naturally and effortlessly to those who are not creating a division in themselves, thinking any part of them is unloved, unwanted, abandoned, or unworthy of success on any level. The moment we separate ourselves, we negate our connection to Source and meet head-on with strife and struggle. Feeling connected to the one universal God Source is the foundational ingredient needed for becoming a master of manifesting. Now, from the master's perspective, desires may manifest or they may not manifest. And it really doesn't matter. The master doesn't care so much about the desired physical outcome because the real goal, to feel connected with God right now, is always the same. Enjoy this moment and be happy. The essential goal of this life is to be happy. And when we are aligned with this, life aligns with us. Magical things manifest when we are deeply happy inside with who we are, exactly the way we are, and the way our life is. When we are not attached to thinking that manifesting our desires is then going to make us happy, right? When we're not attached to this thinking, then we are free. As manifesting masters inside us knows, of course, that we may become momentarily happy when a desire manifests, Yet this happiness is minuscule compared to the deeply loving sensation of being connected to the infinite source within. Be detached from the outcome. Whenever we are attached to a certain outcome to bring us happiness, we are coming from a fearful, needy place and ultimately feeling disconnected to our source. When we are simply relaxed with ourselves, at home, in our being, able to rest in our heart, we naturally feel connected with our source. This spiritual connection is already the foundation of our being and finding mastery within it is simply realizing what we already always are. And this divine connection really boils down to a moment-to-moment choice in this life. We are always choosing in each moment if we are or aren't connected. We are always choosing if we are coming from trust or fear. Our entire reality is defined in this now moment. We can choose to be happy, feel deeply at peace, empowered, grateful for life, for our life, just as it is. You are the eternal choice maker of how you interpret the feelings arising in you and the thousands of thoughts passing through you. Attachment is the most powerful way to stop your desires from manifesting. Attachment is happening every time our body feels tense, tight, stressed, confused, upset, or grumpy. Every time we are not experiencing great joy, we are attached to something. It will feel like you are swimming against the river upstream, fighting the current, and trying to force something to happen by pure will alone. What's the payoff you're getting for remaining attached to these desires, dreams, or beliefs? Find out what it takes to let go. Trust in the divine process of this life. Whenever you feel anything that is not connected to ease and joy, ask yourself this simple question: what am I attached to? Your freedom and enlightenment is as simple as that. Know that you are beyond all desire. To fully master the world of manifesting starts with a test of how well can you have a burning desire for something, yet not get lost in the fire of that desire. It's like walking that fine edge between living in this world, yet not of this world. The secret to walking this edge is relaxing into this pure, untainted awareness that is looking through your eyes and listening through your ears. This is your only hope for freedom, as it can become very easy to get consumed in the excitement, thrill, fear, and wild energy that surrounds your desires. We all want to feel truly alive. And when desire hits us, everything lights up. Yet, it is the real master who can feel the fire, honor the passionate heart or heat, and not get cooked by the intensity of the juicy outcome or what you expect will manifest. The master chooses instead to be constantly warmed and nourished by the warm, pulsating heart of the great source within. I believe the most interesting dimension to shifting our consciousness is within the melting and merging of our polar opposite experience. When we feel our deepest connection to the source, we are also allowing our worst limiting feelings and beliefs to arise. It's always in our darkest hour when the brightest light shines in. The change in perception hits us when we are no longer fixated on a polarizing perspective. Meaning, the instant we detach from gripping onto a harsh experience, we create space for gentle, healing feeling to flow in. It is in this meeting of opposites, the melting of polarity, that we transcend all absolutes and discover what real freedom is about. My invitation for you here is to recognize the enlightened manifesting master inside you. Step into playing this role in your life. Find out what is stopping you from taking your next step into becoming truly free. What will it take to follow these principles above and begin to live the laws of manifesting? Those are the last 6 paragraphs I read to you. Play with your beliefs. Notice which ones you are attached to and hold on to throughout your day. Get to know yourself. Understand what is causing all the suffering in your life. If perhaps you do not know what this is, you seek out what you are attached to. What limiting thoughts, beliefs, and feelings do you have around these attachments? When you find what's causing the most pain in your life, you can liberate yourself from it. You will see that behind every experience of suffering, some form of attachment is found. Beware of attachments. Yet more importantly, be aware of where they came from. When you investigate, you may find there are many, many, many tiny little desires and attachments to those desires which are running your entire life. The good news is that the more you are aware of these attachments, the easier it is to step back from them and not buy into their story. Freedom from attachment is what gives you tons of extra energy and focus to consciously manifest your desires. Once you're truly detached from all fiery desired outcomes, you will never become upset, irritable, and unhappy with this world. Now, it's very important to remember that being attached does not mean being disconnected or not caring about your future. This is a very fine line to walk. And learning to dance along it is what makes you a master. I'll join you in meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. This world needs you. We want to experience you. We yearn for your unique talents and abilities. Don't hoard them away out of fear or plain laziness. Don't let others step on you. We want to see your amazing ideas. Feel the energy inside you. Stop lollygagging around. I think it's your turn to step up to this plate. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night the following morning. We will return here Tuesday, March 5, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, and purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on within you or outside of you.